Here are 3 things I learned after having a few failed businesses under my belt. The first thing is, just because you had to close down your business doesn't make you a failure in business. Some people feel like, oh my gosh, everybody's going to be looking at me, my business is closed, my Instagram page hasn't been active for months, I had to close down my store to give it up, that sort of thing. And I think that mindset really might just be us taking people's opinions and internalizing them, or the possibility of what people may say or think, and internalizing those things. And maybe people really do think those things, who knows, but who cares? Most business people who are successful today have had several failed businesses before the one that you are seeing. So don't think that your Sally's Cake Bakery was supposed to be forever. Seasons come and seasons go. What did you learn from that season of Sally's Cake Bakery? Did you learn that you put too much money into advertising? Did you learn that you put not enough money into your ingredients? Did you learn that you were not consistent enough? Did you learn that your prices were too high or too low? Did you learn that you didn't really know how to bake cakes that well? Did you learn that your customer service was trash because you have a kind of attitude? What did you learn? What did you learn from your mistakes and from the closed or the failed business? At the end of the day, a failure in any area of your life really and truly is an opportunity for you to learn. The second thing I learned is to manage the money that you make. Now, I won't go into detail in terms of different ways that you can manage your money as a business owner, but what I will say is one of the reasons businesses fail is because many times business owners are people who are good at the thing that they are doing for their business, but not necessarily that they are good at managing money or accounting and things like that. So it's very important, I believe, to track your spending, track your income, even if you're just writing it down in a copybook. But for me, I use a particular app. Track your spending, track your revenue, and that way you'll be able to see where your money is going. Don't necessarily take money out to put gas in your car or whatever unless that's budgeted. So if you're going to budget that you are going to take $500 a month, or I feel better yet, 5% of all earnings, then you take that amount only maybe at the end of every week or at the end of every day. I prefer percentages rather than a set amount. That way, if it comes out to be a little bit, I'm gonna push harder to make more sales, because I know, okay, I want $500 today, so I need to sell this amount of goods in order to make that, right? Whatever the percentage is. So budget your money, because a lot of times we see the money coming in, you might use the money, oh gosh, your daughter needs to go to the pediatrician, suddenly I have $400 that I just made, let me carry her to the pediatrician and get on medication or whatever else. That's something that might end up busting your business, as we say in Trinidad. It's very dangerous to do. Don't start doing that, because you will not be able to see where your money is actually going. The third thing that I learned is that business is for strong people, mentally strong, emotionally strong. Business is not for the weak. Business is not for people who are gonna cry, oh my gosh, nobody bought my cakes, I need to close down. It's the people who don't care what people think or how things are gonna look. It's the people who are resilient and they don't stay down even though they fall down a few times. It's for people who are able to look at what they've done and assess the situation and think of, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I make this work? Business is for people who are very fearless, because business is about taking certain risks, especially if you don't come from a business background, if you don't come from a family with money to back you up. If something goes wrong, you don't have some rich daddy or rich uncle to give you $50,000 if everything comes crashing down. So you have to just make it work. Business is for people who willing to be in that kind of environment and thrive and feed off of certain things, the adrenaline and push, So if you're not that kind of person, I won't say don't get into business. I'll say pull yourself together. Work on your mindset, because it's really a mindset thing. You know what I mean? And it's not impossible to change your mindset, because I was not necessarily a business-minded person in the beginning, but I've grown over time, to be more resilient and to care less about what people think and how things would look to people, all of that. So those are the 3 things I learned in business. What are some of the things you are learning in business? What are some of the things you wish you knew when you started your business? What are some of the things that you are afraid might happen in business? Comment down below and let me know. Bye.